Hello, this is going to be my recap of seeing fish at the Madison Square Garden. For those who've been following my fish journey, this was significant as apparently, and as I will attest to, seeing them at the garden is a completely different experience than any other venue. Background, I discovered fish a year ago, like Q4 2024. I started listening to fish and I was like, oh wow. And there's a whole story behind that. I have a different video about that. The point is, I liked it immediately as soon as I heard things like Fluffhead, Reba, You Enjoy Myself, like the very composed things, because I was like, oh wow, Fish is like, especially Trey Anastasio is a very talented composer. And I really liked his tightly constructed compositions. And then I fell in love with the lizards, that descending chromatic scale. I just love it so much. So I was just a big fan. And then once I went in April in San Francisco when they came locally to where I live, I was just addicted to it and I just had to go to as many shows as possible. And so for me, the four shows at Madison Square Garden were my 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th show. So now I've seen 16 shows of Fish, plus a bunch of other jam bands and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been an interesting year and it's been a lot of fun. So I just wanted to go over the experience of going to New York City and then this is my little notepad, like just, set lists and what it was like and my whole experience. Because some nights I was on the floor and some nights one night I was in seats. And so I just wanted to go over all of that and talk to you guys about it and like what I liked. So the first night, one thing overall is like I liked every single set, and I also felt that every set got better. Like every night, I'd be like, "Oh my God, I like that even better than last night," and then the next night would happen, I'd be like, "Oh, I like that night even better than last night." In terms of my health, like how I survived going to 4 nights in a row, because I was worried because the only 3 night runs I did previously was Chicago and Hampton, and in both of those cases, at least in Hampton, I actually got really sick. Like in Hampton, I got a flu, and that was like late September. And I was like, oh my God, like I barely made it to the third day. So I was concerned about the 4 day run just from like a health perspective. Like, how am I going to do that? So one thing is I'm in California. And so I was like, I'm going to stay on Pacific time. That was like one thing that I realized I had to do because for me, midnight's really late, but in California, midnight's only 9 p.m. So I was like, as long as I try to stay on Pacific time, I will be okay. Which meant I like slept in every day. I didn't let myself get adjusted to New York time because I usually wake up at like 7 a.m. 6:30 to 7:30 is probably when I wake up. And so in New York, that just got pushed to Eastern time. So that was really helpful. The other thing is I did not drink any alcohol on the first 2 nights at all. Well, and I don't do any other substances anyway, but I'm just saying I did not drink alcohol. And that was because I knew that if I drank 4 nights in a row, I wouldn't make it. So I kind of strategically planned that. And then just from this first set, I'd say Buried Alive, they went into AC/DC Bag. So in a way, it was kind of like AC/DC Bag was the opener, but the Buried Alive was just like a little bit of an intro part. I really liked how they jammed out AC/DC Bag for a while. Like they didn't start right away. They did this whole like jam thing in the introduction part of AC/DC Bag. Let's see. Let's go through this. I just lost a window here. I was like so organized. I was like, oh, I'm gonna play. There it is. Hold on. I had a method to my madness here. I have that and I have my photos. Okay. Let's go. This is the 28th. Yeah, this will just be excerpts, very short excerpts, so that the YouTube censors don't get mad. Okay. Yeah, it's just an instant banger. Like right when that starts, everyone just started dancing. Everyone just started going crazy. It was great. And then this is the AC/DC bag. Oh no, it wasn't the AC/DC bag that jammed out. It was the punch you in the eye. We get that later. This was just a normal phase.
Mr. Palmer is concerned with a $1,000 question. Just like Roger, he's a crazy little kid. I got the time if you've got the inclination. So cheer up, Palmer, we'll soon be dead. The news is hanging, at least he won't die wondering. Take what they notice, tell like it is. If I were near you, I wouldn't be far from you. I've got the feeling, you know what you did. AC/DC bag.
Everybody was just going crazy.
Around springs were easy.
Yeah, Rogue for me, it's not one of my favorites, but it was fine. It slowed down the beat a little bit, as you can see. So it's just more of like a Okay, then Rift. I love Rift. Rift is like one of those like composed crazy songs that I think sounds like musical theater, personally. Just listen how it starts. It's like...
Last night, in the moments my thoughts were adrift, coasting tears approaching a rift, in which I could spy several glimpses beneath. The darkness, the light from above could not reach. I spied wings of reason, herself taking flight. And upon yonder precipice saw her alight, and glare back at me one last look of dismay,
And she was the last one I'd like to betray. Anyway, it's so good. That one to me is just so fast and so great, and I love it. Now, Wolfman's Brother, I've heard before live. I'm okay with. I don't I neither like nor dislike Wolfman's Brother. I'm very neutral. Like, it's generic. You can dance to it and you're just like, okay. Anyway, this was the jammed out punch in the eye. See, they went forever. They jammed it out. They jammed it out. That was all jamming out for like 6 minutes until they actually started to punch you in the eye. That was pretty cool.
North where the ocean's free, spent 3 long months on the open seas. Traveled to the sea, I could take no more, till my ship began on pressure shore. I was out and know that day, with the wings that swept the Wilson's way, sea towards me from the east.
Milk it on full-time beat. Hey! Okay, then Sigma Oasis. That was the low part of the set. I don't know anyone that likes Sigma Oasis. If you like it, comment. I was just like...
The harbor, the ripple at sea, the breeze in the parlor, the bend of your knee, the water train.
No, Sigma Oasis is just like whatever. Okay, Taste. I love Taste. In fact, this is only a 9-minute taste. I could take Taste for like 28 minutes. It's so good. I forgot I got Taste. I love it.
I'm up and I can take what you give, and I'm here, but I don't want you to live with me, 'cause all I want is a taste for free. I'm down and I will drag you along and around until you burst into song and unwind and leave your new life behind for a while. 'Cause I can see through the light. I can see through the light.
It's so good.
Can see through the light.
The page part in this is insane. Anyway, then Sleep was this little acoustic-y song. It kind of brought things down for a while. It was fine. And then that was my first run like an antelope. It was crazy. So that song builds so freaking slowly, and then finally you get this huge thing. The lights were going crazy, and they were like spinning, and you're like, ah! And it was like, I was like, oh my god, it's my first run like an antelope. It was on my list. Anyway, to give you some context, let's just go through my, this is my journey from LA. It was pouring, United, okay. Got on the plane. I had bulkhead. Luckily, it was one of those big wide body jets. Get to New York. It's like snowing. It's cold. I'm like walking down, and that's my new friend, Jen. I'm in front of Madison Square Garden. Okay, that's what I wore the first night. Okay, that's what's important here. So yeah, that's me. I was wearing like a sheer skirt thing. Like you can't really see it. It's a skirt, but it's a skirt. Like it's a mesh. Yeah, there we go. So that was my first night outfit. Here's like some of the things we just saw that I was just showing you the videos of. So I was in, this is my spot on GA on the first day. So I was like 10 rows back, maybe 8 rows back. It was a pretty good spot, right in front of the drummer, right in front of Fishman. So I thought it was a really great spot. This is me afterwards. I'm always like, let me wait, I forgot to show my outfit. It's like, no, it didn't work. Okay, let's do it again. And then you see the better thing. So, you know, pink thigh highs, kind of netted top over black and whatever. Like the skirt. It was good. I liked it. I like pink, you know, not. All right, so that was the first night. Everyone was nice. Oh, we made like nice friends. And we went to the after party of Pink Talking Fish at the Cutting Room. I saw them when they came out to California. Okay, back to the playlist. The set list, apparently. I say playlist and people get upset. You know what I mean. It's a playlist now. It was a set list at the time. Oblivion, set to opener. Not my favorite song. That's fine. Then we got Down with Disease. I like Down with Disease, even though it was a bit overplayed in 1.0 era, apparently. But the opening bass part is so sick.
Down with seas, threes in my bed, trying to stop these feelings that keep dancing in my head.
And they kind kind of messed up a little bit there. Anyway, this is I will finally say this has all been wonderful. Now I'm on my way. Okay, then they did this like simple into Gotta Jaboo into theme from the bottom back to simple. It's actually cool. You know, Simple is a Mike Gordon song. It's quite simple, but I like it. Anyway, then Gotta Jaboo is just a fun, I mean, live got sing thing, Gotta Jaboo, you know? Mama sing, Gotta Jaboo. Yeah, theme from the bottom is so beautiful. The beginning part, ding, 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 you know? And that, dee, 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 doo, 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 and then and what did they do for 20? I don't even remember what they did for 24 minutes. I was just into it. I didn't even think about it. Okay, then we got back to the simple. Then everything's right. What did I say about this? They keep playing it. It's like a 4.0 song. It's good. It's good. Everything's right, so just hold tight. But they keep playing it like all the time. Like he played it in Hampton. It's one of the songs he likes. He plays it a lot now. Just hold tight, this world. It's very uplifting, hopeful. We need that, I guess. Fine. Then that was my first Slave to the Traffic Light, apparently, but it wasn't my first Slave to the Traffic Light. Apparently it was my third Slave to the Traffic Light. I forget. No, it's my third Split Open and Melt. I forgot. I was looking at my PHISH.net stats. Do you know that on PHISH.net? No, not that. On PHISH.net, you can look up your shows and you can look up your stats and you can see everything that you've seen. And so let's see. Slave. That was my second Slave to the Traffic Light. Okay. But there's plenty of things I got for the first time, you know, from this whole Fortnite experience. But I also got crazy stats on like Talk Dust 5 times, Character Zero 5 times, First 2, Mike Song, No Man's No Man's Land, Ruby Wave, Simple, Tweezer, Weekapog Group. Those are all 5 times. See? So yeah, that's just how we roll. Then the Slave of the Traffic Light was great. Okay, let's go to night 2. Wow, this is going to take me forever if I go this slow, so I can't. Okay, night 2. Oh my God, Carini opener. I just went crazy. Let's go over my outfit for night 2. Okay, here's my night 2 fit check. But this one was even better. I did a little video. This one we need to get the sound for. This is me doing.
Wilson. He led me through the streets of Prussia talking as he tried to crush a bug that scurried underneath his boot heel. He said there was a place where we should go. So he led me through the forest to the edge of a lagoon by which we wandered till we reached a bubbly spring. The night grew very quiet as we stood there. He lifted up his visor and he turned to me and he began to sing. He said, I come from the land of darkness. He said, I come from the land of doom.
Yeah, that's me, guys. I can do my little hair, pigtails, put in some extensions. Like, I can put myself together. No, I'm not. But yeah, anyway, that's when I manifested lizards. This is important for later, guys, because Trey played Lizards Encore first time since 2022. And I was on the rail that night. Why? I got lottery number 54. That's right, in the first entry. So let's keep going with my videos here. So we get the Carini opener. I'm like second row. It's great. I'm having a good time. That's my friends. And I made friends with everybody. And then they knew my friend. They were friends of friends. And then, let's see. I get to the rail. I forget when I got the photos of my friends. Okay, so look, I'm friends with the other people up in front. I was so into it. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. So good. All right, I get crazy here. I see the man monkey. See the man monkey. I don't know why my... I don't know. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, here's the lizard. I went crazy.
Possess the ancient secrets of eternal joy and never-ending splendor. The trick was to surrender to the flow.
Trey's happy. Those my glasses say surrender to the flow.
We say we can swim if we try. And say this the night don't live again. And I assume the moments would surely wave down, and so we sunk. And as his body.
All right, so that was my rail rider moment on the second night. Those are my friends. There's me. And yes, that person recognized me, so I gave them a sticker. So basically, if someone said hi to me or complimented my outfit or represented or whatever, then I gave them a sticker. Fish at Madison Square Garden, day 2 recap. Anyway, then I made little recaps on my like Instagram. Okay, third night, we were further back. So context. First night, we just got there like 6:30, got in line, got that like 8th to 10th row, whatever. Second night, early entry, had to get there at 5:30, but got that really good spot, second row. Third night, got there like 6:30 something, whatever, but maybe got there at like 6:40, but the water wheel fish people had already gone in. There was like an event. And so we were like pretty far back in the GA section. Like I'd say like we were center at least, but we were like 20 rows back or something. So this was more like 20 rows back, but it was a really good spot to see the lights. Actually, I'd say it was the best spot to see the lights, and we were with the coolest Gen X people, so I really liked it. And okay, let's finish going over the basics of... I want to pause this. Okay, the basics of the set lists. All right, so we were just there the second night. Yeah, that when I was on the rail, that whole second set going from like a wave of hope 20 years later, golden age to character zero, that just like went by in a blur. That was probably like an hour worth of dancing, but I was so into it, I didn't even like notice the time. Then of course Lizards and Possum Encore, that was excellent. That first set that night, the Carini into Plasma into Carini, quadriphonic toppling apparently was really rare, and they hadn't played it for like a really long time, so I was very lucky to hear that. The curtain width, people were very fond of that. Bathtub gin, I've heard bathtub gin. It's always fun. Bathtub gin. NICU, people were excited about that. Evolve, okay. Mountains in the Mist. I gotta get to know that song better. But Fluffhead, I forgot. I love Fluffhead. That was a great Fluffhead. I had heard Fluffhead in Hampton a few months before, but I always love hearing Fluffhead. It was a great way to end the first set. Okay. Night 3, I even predicted Chalk Dust opener. I was like, there's gonna be a Chalk Dust opener, and it was. Then MoMA Dance, the MoMA Dance, back into Chalk Dust. Back on the Train, fun. Axilla, part one, fun. Oh, Divided Sky, one of my favorite songs. Beautiful. Blaze On, always just like, I got my night shades on. My dun dun dun. It was fun though. Tube, Reba, my favorite song. Reba, so good. And then a Split Open and Melt. It gets real dirty. Split Open and Melt is like, it's like Evil Fish a little bit. Second set, Ghost Opener. Da, da, ever told you. Again, this was like a long, jammy thing. Ghost into Roby Waves, into Light, into Cross-Eyed and Painless, which is kind of like this big hour-long moment of my life that I kind of just don't even remember really because it just kind of was, I was in the groove and I was really focused on the light. And then twisting, whatever. Cavern's the one with whatever you do, take care of your shoes. And that's why it's so great. And then First Tube, Trey became a rock star. He loves that song. And then Drift While You're Sleeping, I don't know it well enough. So I was like, okay, getting to know it, but I wasn't like able to sing along or anything. But with me, it takes me 2 or 3 times to hear a song to really start to like it if I don't instantly like it. So that's why with Drift While You're Sleeping, I was like, I don't know this song. I don't think I've ever heard it. So I wasn't that into it. But a lot of people were like, how could you not like Drift While You're Sleeping? I was like, no, I just don't know it yet, but I will. All right, night 4, the big infamous night. Let's get there. Okay. Oh, wait, I haven't shown you my night 3 outfit yet. Okay, these are all night 3 videos. Night 3 videos. Okay, there I am. Okay, so I wore this like neon-y thing, one high pony. There I am after the show, showing off my neon outfit. I love my neon. I love when I do my neon. It's like a totally, I love it. I think it looks good on me. It's a different look though than like when I did the pastels with the shiny skirt. This was a Radiohead all-female cover band. It's kind of cool. All right, we're on night 4 now. Night 4, I had like seats. I had like first row seats next to Trey Dad because my friend has like a corporate ticket situation, whatever. So I was very lucky to have that, and it came with this like suite before the show. Anyway, this is my seat, and here's me.
I can see a life beyond the dream. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Keep dreaming. Keep on dreaming. Don't give up hope.
I liked having my little church.
To the future. Tell me what you see. This time it's gonna be different.
Must be something more than I was so into something more. Pose. That was my glam night. Oh my god. Life-saving gun. So good. Life-saving gun. I love that song. Percussion rinse. Oh yeah. Sand. My neighbors weren't there yet, so I had a lot of space to dance. Okay, what's going through your mind? My other favorite 4.0 song. In one corner, Jennifer stood firmly and was taught. It was so great. Anyway, so then of course the gag was going to be coming. A lot of smoke appeared on stage. Oh, this is a vocal a cappella at the end of You Enjoy Myself. Oh my God, I loved You Enjoy Myself. There I am. Anyway, so yes, that was me dancing to You Enjoy Myself. I was love that song. Okay, this is when the mist came. And then who but appeared? Harry Hood, which I predicted that morning in my little Instagram stories. I was like, guys, I think the gag's going to be about Harry Hood because I haven't played Harry Hood yet, and it's the 40th anniversary of Harry Hood. I said it. It's in a video. I'll show you guys later. So Harry Hood comes out. They play It's Ice. And then they played Cream, which is a cover by Prince. Anyway. Then the cows came. Then all these milk cartons came. Then they did a milk carton dance to Harry Hood. This is like the second half. It's pretty crazy. It was great. Like, I can't, like, wow. And then they brought a freezer. And they did 2001. And they had ice creams come out. Anyway, they timed this perfectly for the countdown to be on New Year's, which was nice. Anyway, they pulled out a few ice creams and they pulled out a very phallic rocket, which they tied a fake fish man to and launched him off right at the countdown. Notice Trey's drumming now. It's because Trey had to start drumming so that Fishman could get tied up to the rocket. So let's see. I'm trying to find that. Wow, Google is going so slow today on my video recaps. There it is. There's the phallic rocket. It was an Astropop. Trey's still drumming, having a really good time.
T-minus 30 seconds. Commander Fishman, confirmed, ready for launch. Roger, all systems all go. We're go for launch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Anyway, so then they launched a fake Fishman doll. Anyway, then Tweezer happened and all these characters came out and they're all from past New Year's shows. Well, that's what Trey's dad told me, who I was sitting next to. It was like a 29-minute tweezer or something. Yeah, a lot of characters. A whole cast. That's my friend Daniel. That was my friend Daniel on the floor. And they came out in milk costumes. Piper, and then Say It To Me Santos, and then they did the barbershop quartet, and yeah. So yes, so the last night I went with the glam look. It was like the sparkle dress, sparkle tights. As I mentioned, I thought this set, the first set, was just what I call like all the greatest hits. Everything was fun, free, birds of a feather. Bouncing around the room, they kind of know everybody hates it, so it's only a 3-minute and 31-second. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, look. Bouncing around the room, 3 minutes and 44 seconds, because they're like, we can't play it any longer than that. People will get mad. Okay, stash, always good. And remember my stash. Okay, waist, romantic, hit. Everybody loves it. My friend. Oh my God, that's my second time hearing my friend. I heard my friend in Hampton, loved it. And that it was nice to hear a second time because I'm more familiar with it. Life beyond the dream, just hopefulness. Kill Devil Falls, dance song. More. There must be something more than this. Vibrating with love and light. It's a love and light song, okay? Monsters, easy now, easy now. And then like Life Saving Gun, my new favorite song. Percussion rinse. I don't know why. Pseudo body. Like, listen to Percussion rinse. It was amazing. I loved it. Okay. Sand. Love sand. Fuego. Inside your fuego. Fun. No man and no man's land. Okay, what's going through your line? Love it. You Enjoy Myself. Love it. It's Ice. This is the beginning of the gag with the Harry Hood. Then we get Harry Hood. 2001. They launched the rocket. We get Auld Lang Syne. Okay, then they get the 30-minute tweezer. Step into the tweezer. Freezer. Uncle Ebenezer, different languages. Okay, 20-minute Piper, ending with Say It To Me Santos. This is what space smells like. So good. Spock's Brain, pretty rare. Actually, they even incorporated that on the milk carton. Spock's Brain hasn't been seen since like 2017 or something. It was like pretty cool. Ended with the good tweezer reprise. What a day. Okay, so what are my thoughts overall? Well, one, the energy in Madison Square Garden is unmatched. Just the people. I finally saw like a decent glow stick war. Like all this time, I have not seen a good glow stick war. But during Harry Hood, we got a very good glow stick war, as expected. Let's see. Was that this one? Yes. I filmed like 8 minutes of this, apparently. So let's go further. Because there was a whole ballet part of this. But yeah, during like the calypso part of Harry Hood is when you get like the big glow stick war, and it was like epic, and I was in a perfect spot to view it, and it was really fun. So I really liked it. And then being on the floor and being in 3 different perspectives, though I was mostly Mike's side, which is fine. Yeah, see the ballet. They had these like beautiful like contemporary ballet dancers. Good technique, obviously very professional. Cool gig, right? Imagine being hired for this. It's like, we need you for a New Year's Eve show. We're gonna have a few rehearsals. Yeah, anyway, then eventually they jumped into the freezer. Anyway, it was really nice. But yeah, just the people, everyone on the floor I ran into were lovely, made a ton of friends. People were really nice to me. Definitely some weird, the only weird part is when I realized like people were photographing me and filming me, and it was pretty blatant. I guess when I was on the floor, I couldn't tell because they're filming me from the seats and it's dark up there, right? So I couldn't tell. But then when I was in that first row, a lot of people were filming me. I could see from like the floor. And I'm like, why are you guys filming me? And then I found out like, I think there's like group chats where guys just send videos and pictures of various girls. I'm not the only one, but they film women and share it, which I'm like, that's kind of weird. No, like, don't you think you should ask me? Or I could just like make videos for you that I want you to see. I was like, it's so weird. But that's I guess being a mini public figure, whatever you want to call it. Having a public online presence puts you in that category. But I found that very odd. Like people like wondering like who's her date? Who's she with? What is she doing? What is she wearing tonight? What is she doing? How'd she get on the rail? How'd she get next to Trey's dad? Like there was a lot of like speculation. I'm like, why is everybody talking about me? I'm not that interesting. Well, I'm kind of interesting, but I'm not that interesting. There's more important things in the world to talk about. But my recap is probably the best four shows I've been to. Not that I've been to that many. I've only been to 16, but I'd say the four overall were like better than maybe any of the other shows I had gone to all summer and stuff. I mean, I loved Forest Hills just because like outside, but people would argue like Forest Hills wasn't like had some mistakes and the sound wasn't that great, whatever. Chicago I thought was a great run too. My 3 nights in Chicago, I'd say those were really good shows. Austin was good, but I think I liked this much better. Madison Square Garden, the people, the energy, the venue, just the vibe, the New Year's Eve, the countdown, just like everything about it, the hype. I just really liked it. I can't explain it. It was just something like I had to do. And it's funny because I hate cold weather and I would have never traveled somewhere cold if it wasn't for Fish. A year ago, over the same time period, I was in Hawaii, okay? Like I remember like going between Christmas and New Year's to Hawaii and flying back on New Year's Eve or something. So the fact that this year I was like, I'm not going to go to Hawaii. I'm just going to go to New York City and go see Fish. And now I'm like, I don't want to ever miss it again. It was so epic that I can't. Trey's dad was like, I've never missed a New Year's show in 30 years. I was like, wow, that's really cool. Very cute. He was very proud of his son. It was like really cool to sit next to Trey's dad. Um, yeah. So I don't know. I was very lucky. I was lucky to have the seats I had. Like, look, with the floor, when you're GA, you just have to get there early if you want a good spot. That's the only secret. And apparently, there's like if you get there really early in the day, they give you some kind of wristband with a number on it that's supposed to be honored, but it's spacey on whether it's actually honored. But if you get there relatively early, like that first time when I got there, like by 6:30 or before 6:30, I was fine with a good spot. And it's just on that third night, I was like further back. But the people I was with were really awesome. And I had like a center view and I had a good view of the lights. So I had a great spot. All 3 nights I had a great spot. When I got on the rail, I mean, like I was lucky. I think it's good. I only did the rail one night because I get kind of obnoxious up there. I'm not going to lie. I had like a lot more space to dance because they like the rail riders kind of like guard dance space because they love dancing. And so then you have a lot more space to move. And so I was just going all out. And then when you have the rail, you're like, I have no one in front of me. I can just go crazy on this rail. And you're like, oh my God, Trey's looking at me, whatever. So yes, I'm glad I only had that for one night. I actually liked being in that row 100 because I felt like everybody could see me. I know that sounds crazy, but I am a performer. So I do like being on stage. So I was like, oh look, all my fans can see me, but they're photographing me without my permission, which I didn't like. But um, I was happy to dance up there and be happy and just like be in the moment and like living it. And I just loved it. So yeah, the Phish community is interesting. I'd say most people are really nice and sweet, and people were very nice to come up to me and tell me like they liked me, they liked my content, and they were welcome or they welcomed me. They're like, we welcome you into the community. We're so glad you're here. Okay, so that was really nice because I had a lot of online people hiding behind stock accounts and anonymous forums for the past few months who have like talked bad about me and posted rumors about me or tried to slander me, make up rumors and stuff. And it's just, there's no reason to do that. Like the things people came up with were crazy. Like, oh, she's just trying to like scam people or something. I'm like, what? That doesn't even make sense. And they're like, she's pretending to like fish. I'm like, who would pretend to like fish? And like, why would I go to that many shows if I hated it? And how could I be smiling and dancing the entire time and like losing myself in the music if I hated fish? And like, I have a date to fish who loves fish and who's like a 1.0 person. So why would I not go to fish? I don't know. It's just like the things they came up with about like it were just so funny. I'm like, guys, you could just ask me. Like I'm happy to just talk about it if you ask me questions. You don't have to like make up all these rumors about me and whatever. It's just like I'm just a girl in California, so going to the East Coast is always a different experience. But I definitely want to go back next year. And that was a really fun year of Fish starting in April 22nd, but also just listening to the stuff with my early reactions. And that really started my reaction channel. For those of you who are just here because I react to the Beatles or I reacted to Steely Dan or because I reacted to whatever, Genesis, yes, whatever. I started this channel because of my reacting to Fish. So if it wasn't for reacting to Fish, I wouldn't have started my channel. Now, interestingly enough, I think with reactions, the Fish fans don't really want to watch Fish reaction videos, and that's not so like I'd rather listen to other music too because I already listen to a lot of Fish and I go to Fish shows, so I like to hear it live best, I think. But I really do like reacting to all the music you guys suggest to me because it's different and it's stuff I wouldn't discover on my own. So I really appreciate that because at the Fish shows I get to hear all their eventually I hear all their songs and I go, oh, I've never heard that one, I like it. So that kind of is how it's been going with Fish. So then when I go back and I hear the song again, I go, oh, I like it more now. I know it. So anyway, that was my recap of New York City. It was very cold, but I had the proper coats. They had a coat check, but you could also just stash your coat in a plastic bag on the floor so that beer doesn't spill in it and stuff like that. And I thought that was good. I thought not drinking for the first 2 nights was really smart. And then I drank very lightly on the third and fourth night just because I'm not a heavy drinker anyway. But I also had to wake up really early on New Year's Day to fly to New Orleans to see the Sugar Bowl. So I couldn't go crazy on New Year's Eve either, which is good because it was late. I mean, but again, I stayed on Pacific time. So all these things helped me. Had I been an East Coaster on regular time, it would have been really hard for me to stay up for 4 nights in a row. So that's what I have to say. It was hard, but I did it and I know how to do it now. Whew. And I'm tired. Sorry. I'm just tired. But I love you all and I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you guys next time. And hopefully see you guys at a Fish show soon. And I have stickers. I didn't even give out all my stickers yet. So I'll be bringing them to Mexico, Fish Mexico, and I'll be bringing them to the Sphere. And then we'll see when the summer tour is announced which dates I can go to. So, okay, I have my own touring to do with One Man Gone this summer. And then I might go to the United Kingdom to graduate because I finished my master's degree and the graduation ceremony is in July in Wales. So I may do that, which will be a week or two in Europe. So we'll see if I can go to any Fish shows over the summer, but at least I'm planning for Fish Mexico and the Sphere 1 to 2, maybe 3 weekends, but 2 weekends because I'm from California. It's an easy 1 hour flight. So it's kind of like, why not? Yeah, and that's that. Love it. Hope to play my own little Fish cover show soon. Good, I gotta organize that. And yeah. All right, take care. Bye.